Have you ever felt tired in a way that sleep doesn't fix?
Not the kind of tired that comes from working too hard for one day, but the kind that settles deep inside your chest and stays there.
The kind that makes you wonder why you feel so exhausted when everyone else seems to keep going just fine.
If you've ever asked yourself that question, listen closely.
Because you're not weak.
You're carrying more than anyone sees. Welcome to Paths of Hope.
There was a person who looked completely ordinary to the world. They woke up, got dressed, showed up, and did what was expected of them. They smiled at the right moments, answered messages, and said, "I'm fine," whenever someone asked how they were doing. From the outside, there was nothing special to notice and nothing broken to fix.
But inside, it felt like carrying a backpack filled with invisible stones.
Every day, a few more stones were added. Responsibility, expectations, unspoken pressure, old memories that never fully healed, promises made to others and promises broken to themselves, worries about the future, regrets about the past, and the constant need to stay strong, no matter how heavy it all became.
They never complained. They didn't think they had the right to. After all, others seemed to manage so much more. Others laughed louder. Others looked happier. Others didn't seem to struggle with the same quiet heaviness. So they told themselves the same thing again and again. Stop being weak. Get over it. You're just not trying hard enough. But strength doesn't mean you never feel tired. Strength doesn't mean you never feel overwhelmed. And strength certainly doesn't mean you carry everything alone without ever needing rest. The truth is, most strong people are the ones carrying the most. They're the ones who learned early that no one was coming to rescue them. The ones who had to grow up faster than they should have. The ones who learned to survive before they learned how to rest. They became dependable, reliable, the one others leaned on, the one who listened, the one who stayed calm in chaos, and somewhere along the way, they forgot that they were allowed to feel heavy too. Every time life asked for more, they said yes, even when they were already empty, even when it hurt, even when it cost them parts of themselves they never got back. And the world applauded their strength without ever asking about the weight. One day, something small happened. Not a tragedy, not a disaster, just a small moment that shouldn't have mattered much at all. And yet it felt like too much. Their chest tightened, their hands shook, their thoughts raced, and for the first time, they couldn't hold it together. Tears came without warning, not because of that moment, but because of everything before it. Years of being strong. Years of holding back. Years of telling themselves they didn't deserve rest. That breakdown wasn't weakness. It was proof of how much they had survived. You see, when you've been carrying invisible weight for too long, even a feather can feel unbearable. Not because you're weak, but because you're human. No one sees the late nights where your mind won't slow down. No one sees the conversations you replay over and over. No one sees the dreams you postponed, the needs you ignored, the emotions you swallowed just to keep going. They see the smile. They see the productivity. They see the strength. And because they don't see the weight, they assume it doesn't exist. But it does. And it matters. You are not failing because you're tired. You're tired because you've been strong for too long without rest. You are not broken because you feel overwhelmed.
You're overwhelmed because you care deeply, try sincerely, and give more than you receive.
You are not weak for needing a pause. You're wise for recognizing that even the strongest hearts need relief.
There comes a moment in every journey when strength must change its meaning, when strength stops being about endurance and starts becoming about honesty, about saying, "This is heavy," instead of pretending it isn't.
Real strength is allowing yourself to put the bag down, even if only for a moment.
Real strength is admitting that you don't have to carry everything alone. Real strength is choosing compassion for yourself, not just for everyone else. You don't need to prove your worth by suffering silently. You don't need to earn rest by breaking yourself. And you don't need to compare your pain to anyone else's to justify it. Your experience is valid because it's yours. So if today feels heavier than usual, pause, breathe. Remind yourself that feeling tired doesn't erase your resilience, it confirms it. You've made it through days you thought you wouldn't survive. You've adapted in ways no one ever noticed. You've shown up even when it cost you more than it should have. That's not weakness. That's quiet courage.
And maybe today, instead of asking yourself why you're not stronger, ask yourself how much you've been carrying. Ask yourself when you last allowed yourself to rest without guilt. Ask yourself what would happen if you treated yourself with the same kindness you offer everyone else.
Because you deserve that kindness too. If this story feels like it was speaking directly to you, know this: you are not alone in this journey. Many are walking similar paths, carrying similar invisible weights, hoping for a moment of understanding. And here, on Paths of Hope, that understanding begins. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this story gave you comfort, clarity, or even a small sense of relief, take a moment to support the channel. Like the video, share it with someone who might need to hear these words, and subscribe to Paths of Hope for more stories that remind us we are not alone in becoming who we are meant to be. Until next time, be gentle with yourself. You're not weak. You're just carrying more than anyone sees.